Welcome to another episode of the P&P Show. It is bowl season. We are finally here at bowl. That made no sense. We're finally at bowl season. I feel like it's been a great long college football season. We've had some controversy with the COVID within the league and within every sports league, as you know. So we're hoping that won't impact most of these bowls, but hopefully we will go smoothly through the bowl season and have the season finish out as normal. So, I guess we can recap what has gone on so far in the bowl season, and we already recapped on the conference championships. So let's recap on what's happened already in the bowls. So, first of all, in the Bahamas Bowl, Toledo falls to Middle Tennessee 24-31. Again, that's kind of irrelevant, but
who cares?
In the Tail Greeter Cure Bowl, the Coastal Carolina Chanticleers come out on top against Northern Illinois, the MAC champions, 47-41. We love to see that from the Chanticleers.
They're one of our favorites.
In a surprise in the Radiance Technologies Independence Bowl, BYU falls to the UAB, 31-28. Wow.
That was a surprise. I had BYU. I thought they played very well this season, and I was disappointed that they didn't make a better showing. Who knows what's going on, though, and we'll comment on this later. You don't know who's going to be in any game given COVID, transfer portal, coaches leaving, coaches coming. This is really a year when the bowl games aren't going to be reflective of the teams that started out at the beginning of the year. So,
right. In a decent matchup. Don't know how Marshall is this year, but the Raging Cajuns beat Marshall in the R&L Carriers New Orleans Bowl, 36-21. In the RoofClaim.com Boca Raton Bowl, Western Kentucky takes down Appalachian State, 59-38. That's a surprise.
Yeah, we had Appalachian State, so I don't know what happened in that.
But Western Kentucky is 9-5. I don't know how Appalachian State is. They are 10-4. So actually,
they had some, and they had some quality wins this year. So.
Right, but I would expect Appalachian State to be better there. And another surprise in the PUBG Mobile New Mexico Bowl, Fresno State takes down UTEP, who was undefeated all the way until their conference championship against UAB, where they got crushed, and then they just lost to Fresno State. So, not UTEP. Oh my gosh, I don't know what I'm talking about. I was thinking of UTSA, but UTEP falls to Fresno State. Don't know why I just went on a rant there about something that wasn't even true, but irrelevant game. Liberty takes down Eastern Michigan in the Lending Tree Bowl. No surprise there.
Nope.
In the Jimmy Kimmel LA Bowl, presented by Stifel. Don't know what that is. Utah State takes down Oregon State, 24-13. I was rooting for the Beavers there. I like the Beavers, but...
I was. Beavers have improved this year, and why Jimmy Kimmel would have a bowl, I have no idea. But I am disappointed that the Beavers lost.
Yes. The Myrtle Beach Bowl, presented by Tax Act. Tulsa takes down Old Dominion, 30-17. In the Tropical Smoothie Cafe Frisco Bowl, San Diego State takes down UTSA, the undefeated team, until they lost in a conference championship. They lost to UNT. They won their conference championship. But UTSA lost again. Maybe they were a little bit overrated.
Overrated.
Okay. In the famous Idaho Potato Bowl on the blue field of Boise State, Wyoming takes down Kent State in a blowout, 52-38.
No surprise there.
No, but I like the blue field. That's always a good one.
I like the blue field too. A lot of people don't like the blue field, but I think it's unique.
I think it's funny. Along with Coastal Carolina's like teal field. That's good too.
That's good too.
Right.
We should mix it up a little bit.
Right. If you have a football field that's not green, I will respect that. Unless it's like bright hot pink or something, then I don't know about that one. In the Lockheed Martin Armed Forces Bowl, Army takes down Missouri 24-22. That's a good game right there.
Yeah, that is a good game. And after Army lost to Navy in the closing game of the regular season, I wasn't all that optimistic that Army would bounce back, but they did.
And that's actually the game that we didn't recap because we picked for that game last time. Navy beat Army. That's the one game we need to recap.
Navy beat Army. It was close.
It was a good game.
Yeah, I thought Army, given the schedule that both teams played and their record, that Army would win, but they didn't.
In the Frisco Football Classic presented by Ryan, Miami, Ohio comes out on top against the University of North Texas, 27-14. In the Union Home Mortgage Gasparilla Bowl. Now this was a good matchup. UCF takes down Florida. Big shocker there.
That was a big shocker. Florida has these problems. They're getting a new coach, and it's one of these situations where you have to put too much together to play the bowl game. New coach, new coordinators, and it's a lot to ask of a team to put that all together.
Right. Also, by the way, we are considering this to be our Christmas edition. We were going to do one last week, but then we realized that there was
it's Christmas. I'm in Hawaii, so
we're considering this
Mele Kalikimaka, or whatever they say.
Mele Kalikimaka.
Okay.
Anyway,
right.
So this is technically our Christmas edition. We were going to do one last week. Figured there was
Merry Christmas to all the fans of the P&P Show. I hope that you got what you wanted for Christmas.
On Christmas Eve, on the Easy Post Hawaii Bowl, everybody looking forward to this game because Hawaii was playing Memphis. It was canceled because of COVID. On Christmas Day, the Tax Act Camellia Bowl, Georgia State and Ball State. Georgia State crushes Ball State 51-20. No games on Boxing Day, aka the day after Christmas. Fun fact for all of you.
We want to have football on Boxing Day.
On the 27th, on the Quick Lane Bowl, Western Michigan versus Nevada. Western Michigan crushes Nevada 52-24. In the Military Bowl, presented by Paraton, Boston College versus ECU. Pirates canceled. Disappointed about that one. That might have been a good game. The East Carolina Pirates, they're not horrible. So, and then obviously Boston College, not horrible either. I wouldn't consider any of those teams that great. All right. And then yesterday, Tuesday, December 28th, that's the 29th on the date of filming. You might see this the next day. I don't know. We have number 20, Houston and Auburn. Houston, 17. Auburn, 13. I don't know if that's a good matchup, but I don't know if I'm surprised or not.
Yeah. Houston's played pretty well. Auburn didn't have a really great season, although they played a great game against Alabama. Of course, Alabama was asleep for 3.5 for 3 3/4 quarters, and all of a sudden they said, "Hey, we're playing a football game. It's about time that we do something."
Yeah. And then the Serve Pro First Responder Bowl. This was a good bowl. I watched it. Air Force comes out on top against Louisville. Air Force is one of the better military academies when it comes to football. And they come out on top against Louisville, 31-28. Good one.
All right, it was a close game. Air Force did not win the Commander-in-Chief trophy. They got beat by either Army or Navy or both. I don't know. But, of course, we're Air Force fans here. We have Air Force in the family, so therefore we're pulling for Air Force.
In the AutoZone Liberty Bowl, Mississippi State falls to Texas Tech. Should have been closer probably, but 34-7. Mississippi State almost beat Alabama, so don't know how they couldn't keep up with
Yeah,
Texas Tech.
and they have that air raid offense where they throw the ball on every down. Be interesting to see how many passing yards they have. Do you have a statistic there?
I could probably tell you here. Mississippi State Bulldogs. 378 passing yards.
Compared to what for the other team?
And then for, who was the other team? Texas Tech has 257.
Okay, well, it was.
That's in total.
Yeah, it was a passing game, but I'm surprised that they lost by that much. Obviously, they have a lot of work to do on defense, although their offense is fairly decent. Okay, where are we now?
Okay, moving right along, we have in the Guaranteed Rate Bowl, Minnesota takes down West Virginia. Again, thought West Virginia would keep up in this one. 18-6. In the San Diego County Credit Union Holiday Bowl, they just try to fit as many words into one bowl as you can. A team that was to be announced facing NC State. I think it was announced. Hold on. I don't think they said to be announced. There was a team, I thought, and it was canceled. But maybe. Okay, so they were supposed to play UCLA, but UCLA pulled out of the bowl, canceling it. So that's why.
All right, no bowl.
So no bowl. So that was canceled. All right, and then that moves us to today. A live update. Currently, while we are recording, Maryland is playing Virginia Tech at the New Era Pinstripe Bowl at Yankee Stadium. They do it every year. It's a great time every time. Currently, the Terrapins lead the Hokies 24-10 at halftime.
Well, Tua Tagovailoa, the quarterback from Alabama, who's now playing for the Dolphins. He was at Alabama, but with Bryce Young and the others coming up, he didn't think he was getting playing time, so he went into the portal and went to Maryland. And he's having some success up there. So
Talia, not Tua. Talia. Talia is in the.
All right. Well, Tua is the older brother.
Right, and then there's Tua Talia, and then they have like a cousin, and he plays for Notre Dame. That's Tagovailoa Mosa. I don't know how he's related or whatever, but it's a whole big thing. It's a whole big family, and it's all nice.
So it's ongoing today?
It's currently playing right now.
Okay.
It's at halftime. And the Terrapins lead 24-10.
Any other bowls?
Not to recap, but to pick for, yes. Oh, actually, a game that was supposed to happen today, the Wasabi Fenway Bowl. I think that's at Fenway Park. So I feel bad that they set it all up for football, and then it was canceled. SMU and Virginia canceled from Fenway Park. They spent all the time to set it up for football, and then the game was canceled. So that's nice.
Well, I think it's rather interesting that they would name a bowl in Boston after a Japanese
Sabi.
Doesn't make any sense, but all right.
No. All right, so that moves us into our picks for this week. We're not going to pick for every bowl moving forward. I believe we have 11 bowls. And
yeah,
that
we're going
starts
to just go for the better ones. Okay.
So that starts off with our first game. It starts in about 2 hours, so we're picking for it now. You might not see it until after the game because I can't edit that quickly. But number 19, Clemson and Iowa State in the Cheez-It Bowl. This is a good matchup. What we got?
Well, I think it's going to be a close one. I think Dabo Swinney still has some gas in the tank. I think he's going to want to close out this year with a win. Of course, he lost his defensive coordinator to Oklahoma. He's now the head coach out there. I don't know whether he's coaching Clemson now or not for the bowl game. I doubt that he is. So they have a bit of reshuffling to do over there. But I'm going to go Clemson close.
Me too, but it's a good game. All right. Next game we have here. In the Valero Alamo Bowl, we have number 14 Oregon and number 16 Oklahoma. Going with the Sooners, no doubt.
Well, interesting. Both of these teams lost their head coach.
True.
Coach from Oregon went to Miami. The head coach from Oklahoma went to USC. I don't think any of them are coaching in this game. I don't know who they got to coach. And so this is really a toss-up. This is going to be a pickup game.
Yeah, but like Oregon coming off those two losses.
I'm going for Oklahoma because Oregon has been unimpressive. They got spanked twice by Utah, bad. And I think they're down and in disarray. And therefore, I'm going to go with Oklahoma.
Me as well. All right, next game. We have in the Chick-fil-A Peach Bowl, number 12 Pittsburgh and number 10 Michigan State. This is a good game. I gotta go with Pitt on this one.
Kenny Pickett is one of the better quarterbacks in college football right now.
Right.
Michigan State has a lot of tools. They have excellent running back. It's going to be a case of whether or not Michigan State can defend against the passing game and whether Pitt can defend against the rushing game. But it's going to be close, and I'm going to go with Pitt.
Me as well. Good game, though. Really good. And then our next game, in the SRS Distribution Las Vegas Bowl, we have Wisconsin and Arizona State. Two unranked teams, but two good teams.
They're both decent. Wisconsin's been up and down. They've played some good games. They've played some terrible games. Didn't they get blown out by Ohio State in the Big Ten championship game? I believe they did.
Ohio State didn't play in the Big Ten championship game. It was Iowa versus.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Michigan.
But I think that Wisconsin did play Ohio State and they got blown out during the season. So
I can fact check you on that one.
All right. Yes, let's see what they did against Ohio State.
Okay. Oh my gosh, it's showing me basketball. Hold on. Okay. I can't tell when this game was. This was not this year. I don't think. No, this is basketball again. Oh my gosh. Hold on. I don't know if they played.
I thought they did.
They did not.
All right, well.
Lost to Penn State. They beat Eastern Michigan. They lost to Notre Dame. Lost to Michigan. Beat Illinois. Beat Army. Beat Purdue. Beat Iowa. Beat Rutgers. Beat Northwestern. Beat Nebraska. Lost to Minnesota.
Yeah, I'm going to go with Arizona State.
Me as well. They've seemed like the better team this year. So, we mutually agree on that one. That brings us to our first college football playoff semifinal game. It's the college football playoff semifinal at the Goodyear.
I have a predictor from the North Pole here, so she's going to give us her picks.
Okay.
Self Jenny from the North Pole. She's on vacation because Santa has made his. Whoa. Stand still. You're disrupting the force here, girl.
I'm invisible.
Well, that's what elves do. They pop in and out. All right, so we got Alabama versus Cincinnati. Who do you like?
Um, Alabama.
Alabama. I'm with you on that one.
Me as well. So
Cincinnati has a
I
very
guess Magic
decent
can't
team,
stand the picture.
and they had a great season. But Alabama is, if they come to play, if they come like they did to Auburn, they could lose. But if they come to play like they did against Georgia, it's lights out for the Bearcats. So. All right, now the other big game, Georgia.
Okay, the CFP semifinal game at the Capital One Orange Bowl. It's number 3 Georgia and number 2 Michigan.
I think Jenny's going and checking out the big computer back at the North Pole. It's the largest computer in the universe. So who do you like? Do you like Georgia or do you like Michigan?
Georgia.
All right, she's going with Georgia.
I'm going with Michigan after their performance.
I'm going with Michigan. I think Michigan's on the rise. They haven't had any disruption with respect to players or with respect to coaches. I think they'll be solid. So it's going to be a great game, but I'm going with Michigan.
Me as well. And then one more postponement in the Barstool Sports Arizona Bowl.
You got to be kidding me.
Boise State was supposed to play CMU, but CMU shifted to the Tony the Tiger Sun Bowl.
Oh, well, I can see why.
I mean, why wouldn't you want to play in a bowl with Tony the Tiger? I mean,
that's right.
Yeah.
He's
okay.
Great.
In the next game, we have Penn State versus number 21 Arkansas in the Outback Bowl.
Oh, gee. Arkansas has played some good ball this year. They're a much improved team. They're also stable. Nobody moved in terms of players or coaches. And Penn State, they were unimpressive against Ohio State.
Mm-hmm.
Thought it would be a better game than it was, but
right.
So I'm going to go here with. I'm going to go with Penn State. I wouldn't be upset if Arkansas beat them, but I'm going to go with Penn State.
I'm going with Arkansas. The Razorbacks are up and coming. They've played some good football in the last few seasons-ish. But I'm hoping that it's a good game because obviously you always hope for that. I think I'm going to go with Arkansas. I feel like there's a better.
Okay, I think it's going to be close. I think it's a toss-up, so that's fair.
All right. In the PlayStation Fiesta Bowl, it's number 9 Oklahoma State as the clock
Versus the Fighting Irish
versus number 5 Notre Dame.
Well, I think Notre Dame is playing with a lot of passion. It's going to play with a lot of passion. Brian Kelly did a dirty deed when he went to LSU. Thought he was going to clean the cupboard, take all of his assistants with him. Freeman and Reese told him to go ahead. We don't want any part of it. And the players really appreciated that, and they have something to prove. That
Exactly.
It wasn't Brian Kelly who had a great season. It was the players and also the coordinators. So I think they're going to come out firing. And Oklahoma State has been stable, but
They have a chip on their shoulder.
played some good ball. But Baylor really picked their pocket at the end of that last game to win the conference. So I'm Notre Dame all the way on this one.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm also going to go with the Irish. It should be good, though. I'm looking forward to this one. All right, that brings us into our next game. In the Verbo Citrus Bowl, it's number 15, Iowa. Number 22, Kentucky. I'm going to go with the Wildcats.
And the Wildcats are playing Iowa.
Iowa.
Yeah.
Lost to Michigan in their conference championship game.
Yeah, they did, and it was ugly. Kentucky had an improved season, but not really a great season as far as I was concerned. They didn't win their division. I'm going to go with Iowa. I'm going to go with the team that my dad spent a season.
Well, should I keep with the Cats? I don't know.
Yeah, go ahead.
I'll stick with the Cats.
All right.
I feel like they were up there in the rankings. They were ranked at like about 11 at one point. So, and we have the
Utah versus Ohio State.
Yes, the Capital One Rose Bowl.
Yeah.
Utah versus Ohio State.
Utah beat Oregon twice, bad, each time. Beginning of the season, Oregon beat Ohio State. Of course, that doesn't prove anything. It was early. But
I'm going to go.
I think Utah is really hungry, and they're going to be pumped up for this game. Ohio State, they thought they were going to get into the Final Four. They didn't, because they got beat by Michigan, and therefore they're going to be playing a little down. So I am going with Utah.
I'm going with the Utes.
Utes all the way.
Good game, though.
Good game.
And then in the All-State Sugar Bowl, our final game, we have number 7 Baylor and number 8 Ole Miss.
This will be a good one. Baylor, as you know, beat Oklahoma State by keeping them out of the end zone in the last seconds of the game.
What a play.
Yeah, it was a great game. So Baylor is hungry. Baylor has something to prove. Ole Miss has been a surprise in the SEC. Lane Kiffin has pulled that team together and brought them up very quickly. They're a force to be reckoned with. But I'm going to go with Baylor in this one. I think they got some momentum coming out of that game with Oklahoma State. They are the champions of the Southwest Conference, and I'm sticking with them.
I'm also going to go with the. Now I'm drawing a blank. Bears. Baylor Bears. I like them better.
Baylor
So,
Bears.
Next week we will have actually, it might be in 2 weeks. I don't know, but I don't feel like figuring it out.
We have our hockey commentator here. Do you
Oh wow!
want to get a report?
Yeah, let's hear a hockey report.
Yeah.
Okay, Ryan.
Get Ryan. He's gonna come.
But anyway, while we're waiting for that, we have the national championship pick coming up. We'll see who gets in the national championship. We'll have to see this week. It should be good.
I think we're going to be seeing Alabama and Michigan.
Me too. But
All right, I'm going to give the chair over to Ryan, our hockey reporter, so he can bring us up to date on what's going on in the NHL.
NHL. And in fact, that's very interesting because of what's going on right now. So.
Okay, go ahead, Ryan. Fill us in. Ryan has just arrived down in Hawaii here. just caught the flight from the mainland.
Yes, I
He
did.
still has this pesky elf trying to photobomb him.
Okay, so currently in the NHL, there has been some COVID outbreaks. Yes, the NHL is quite fearful right now. So I know for a fact that Pittsburgh Penguins were postponed and they're going to start playing on Friday night, tomorrow night. And no, that's not tomorrow.
That's Wednesday, so I don't know how that's gonna happen.
Yeah, no, sorry, 2 nights from now.
2 nights from now.
That's what schoolwork does to you. Moving on. I think there have been some NHL games this week, but I'm
There
not.
have. I know the Canadians and the Lightning played last night.
Right. Okay. Yeah, but definitely some teams have been postponed due to the COVIDs.
Right. It's been. I haven't seen an NHL game in like 3 weeks at this point.
All right, the elf is taking over the screen. So I'm going to photobomb her. I just want to say to all the fans of the P&P Show, it's been a great year, and we've appreciated your support and tuning in every week to see what crazy predictions that we're making. We didn't do badly. We didn't keep a scorecard. We probably
Next year.
do that next year, so we know who's picking correctly and who's not. But have a happy new year, and as we get into baseball season and hockey season continues, we'll be watching it. We may have a Super Bowl show. Think we're going to have a Super Bowl
We
show?
will cover the NFL playoffs.
All right, we will cover the NFL playoffs, so this won't be the last episode for football.
And we have the national championship next time, so.
That's right. We
But
still
that's
have
next year.
we still have a conversation about football or two. So to all the fans of the P&P Show, from the beach in Maui, I say have a happy new year, and I'm signing off.
So long, everybody.
So long.
Step in the kitchen. Let's go.